Action News, live from our studio in downtown Detroit.
Farewell to a friend. Hundreds of people paying respects to Sergeant Ken Steil, honoring the hero who was shot while chasing a suspect. Good afternoon to you. Right now, St. Joan of Arc Church is full of mourners saying goodbye to the Detroit police sergeant known as Ken the Shark Steil. Heartbroken officers transported the casket to St. Clair Shores this morning, and they paid respects to family members as they headed to church. Police have come from all over to attend the funeral of their colleague. They lined the streets leading up to the church to pour out their love and support. Let's take a live look inside the church right now as that funeral mass is going on. Every seat is filled. Let's go live to St. Clair Shores and 7 Action News reporter Shelley Childers. Shelley.
Joanne, as you just mentioned, every single seat inside this church is filled. It's standing room only. And you can see behind me to the side, there are dozens of members from the community standing outside the church here. St. Joan of Arc is broadcasting this service, the audio of this service, into the streets so the community, the public, can be a part of this, so they can witness this service and pay their respects. Men and women in blue arrived from Ohio to Canada, all to show support for the family and pay their respects. There were hundreds of people standing outside for hours this morning, and it was an extremely quiet and somber morning. As these officers filed into the sanctuary here, they didn't say a word. Everyone we've spoken to calls this a massive loss to the city. They say a hero has died. Sergeant Kenneth Steil, also known as the Shark, was a 20-year veteran of the force with a passion for protecting the community. We watched as his wife and 2 young sons walked into the church to a salute from Detroit police. We spoke with Mayor Mike Duggan as he arrived here, calling this experience overwhelmingly sad.
This is the worst thing that's happened in the 3 years I've been mayor. The loss of a police officer protecting the public is every mayor's worst nightmare. And I'm just been really pleased with the way the community has responded.
So here's another live look inside at this service. We just heard as the priest gave a very touching tribute to the Detroit Police Department. He talked about how when Kenneth Steil was in the hospital, he was unable to take his sons to class, to school. Apparently, he walks his children to class every single day. And while he was in the hospital, his comrades, his brothers in blue, walked his children to school, dropping them off hand in hand, bringing his preschooler to their first day of preschool here. So very emotional moments and memories coming out of the service here in St. Clair Shores. It is certainly going to be a somber day for the entire city. We were also told we were going to be able to speak with the chief before he headed into that service, but when we got here, he just wasn't ready and able to speak with the media just yet, understandably so. You could see it in his eyes. It's just too hard to speak about this right now. Of course, it's going to be something we're covering throughout the day, sharing his life and his memories to our viewers. Joanne?
So heartbreaking, Shelley, and to watch his wife walk in that church with his 2 little boys just, I think, brings tears to everybody's eyes. You know what is so sad about this too, Shelley? He was such an amazing man by all accounts that we're hearing, but it's so sad because he was expected to be okay after being shot in the shoulder chasing a suspect, expected almost even to be released from the hospital last weekend when he had his health took a turn.
Exactly, Joanne. It was totally unpredicted, him dying in the hospital from a medical complication. He was supposed to be released just the day that he died. And so it's a shock to everybody here, very much so. There's no other words to explain it. It's shocking.
It certainly is. Just devastating. Shelley, thank you so much. We will continue to keep track of that funeral throughout Action News at noon. Thank you.